The question is, what do you look at when you don't know what you see? What is it that you see when you don't know what you see? So think about it this way. This is a very, very hard thing to understand. Remember when the towers fell? What did you see? Well, you say, well, I saw the towers fall. And I'd say, no, no, no. If all you saw was that the towers fell, you wouldn't have looked at it 50 times. Why did you have to look at it 50 times? Well, because you couldn't believe it. What did that mean? It meant that the event was so complex that you couldn't perceive it. What fell? The monetary system in the US, the Western economy. It was the transformation of the Cold War. It was a new paradigm. It was a battle between good and evil. That popped up pretty quick, like the next day, pretty much. You had to look at it over and over and over and over because you didn't know what you were seeing. You didn't know how to see what you were seeing. And you think, okay, I don't quite get that. And then I would think, okay, when you're driving your car and it breaks down, what is it when it breaks down? And you might say, it's a car. And I would say, if you persist on thinking that that thing that isn't moving is a car, you're going to have nothing but frustration. Because what it is now is a very complex assemblage of parts you don't understand, one of which is key to transforming it back into a car. And so what happens is that it reveals itself suddenly as a consequence of its non-compliance with your wishes as the complex structured entity that it actually is. And you have to go pay a mechanic because the mechanic knows the magic sequence that will turn this intransigent bit of complex junk back into the simple thing that you can drive to work. Well, and you'll pay for that, right? Because it's valuable. Because for you to get that thing back to being a car, it'd take you maybe 10 years. Because what do you know? And you're more likely to make it worse. The mechanic will just go, tap. And you'll say, well, you've charged me $500 for that. And he'll say, well, it's a savings for you, right? You don't know where to tap. It's a long trip.